clear, no hint of ambiguity. Child, if I'm not seen in a week, then you must take your leave. And I am a dutiful daughter, a dutiful daughter. Another day, hewing stone for graves. Leopard cloak and mask attend my task. Thinking of him, a job and a warning. When I see the gulls silently gathering, time flows slow. The pattern maker reaches down. sifting through flesh, remorseful lead tumbles through your head, drawn to the well of corruption, waiting and waiting as you make your play. A deadly game of deception, anticipating I will end your pain. Right place, right time, at least for me. A fair wind blows, wicked steps approach, through falling ash, embers blue glowing. A fair wind blows, reticence glowing. A fair wind dodge the dead and other hunters, borrow sight, peer into the night. My sharp sparks, a wall is painted, relocated, leaving you as base. I will end your pain. The fey wind blows. I will end your pain. Fey wind.
Hey everyone, I hope you're all well. I haven't been. I've been sick again. So consequently, I do not have a tasty beverage. Well, I do have a tasty beverage, but it certainly isn't alcoholic. I'm drinking a 2015 Chaumet. That's tea for any barbarian out there who doesn't know what that means. And it's very nice tea. I have taken the tea pill. I've got a couple of Poires, a Chaumet, and a Fubric, which is very, very good. I can't follow a streamer who doesn't drink minty bread. Well, I do when I'm well enough and it's not going to kill me. But hopefully next week or whatever I'll be back on top of things. Anyway, thanks for joining me today, and we'll go into the usual spiel. For those who don't know me, I am the Witch's Forge. I make dark electronic and industrial music and do fun streams where we either get super serial and philosophical or we just dumb shitpost. and this is going to be one of the dumb shit post nights, because I don't have a whole lot to talk about with CULTIC other than that game is fantastic. And again, for anyone who missed the last one, I'm going to do my best to get all the secrets and point out a bunch of stuff, but you know how it is. It's best effort, especially when I didn't have time to do any prep this week and play levels in advance to refamiliarize myself with it. Now listen here, if you want to listen to the best part of the song, you are more than welcome to go back to either of the previous 2 streams and listen to it in its entirety at full volume, and it will sound great. Or you can just be a little patient, and I'll probably have it on the channel in the next 2 to 4 weeks. See how we go. Anyway, don't think I have much else to say this week, so let's just crack on with it, shall we? Get the old CULTIC started up, and we'll have some fun yeeting bundles of TNT at Cultus, which is what life's really all about, you know? Apparently, if I want to solve the problem of dealing with the bots I get in Twitch and Kick chat, I just need to go all in on streaming and be a heckin' wholesome chungus. Get some based Reddit mods to come and sweep it up for free. I think I'll pass, honestly. Now I'll just do a quick check, make sure OBS is all happy. It's looking good. Feel free to sing out if the audio balance is off or anything like that. But otherwise, let's get rolling. Yeah, there you go. One of the TNT guys. Yeah, the upgraded shotgun really pays for itself, not gonna lie. Probably said that up too many times already, but I don't care. Pretty much the best weapon in the game aside from the China Lake, in my opinion. Well, that could have gone slightly better. Whatever. This door's very much locked, and we'll be coming back to this area later. Spoiler alert. Surprise up there. At this point, we're just going to continue on. See what we can get for upgrades now. You know, the stem can actually put in some work, but especially if you get the rate of fire and damage upgrades, like it's a bit of a DPS machine. Faster reload for the shotgun is also fantastic. Yeah, we'll just get the faster reloading for the shotgun and probably keep the rest of our upgrade points, or I might put a stock on the pistol just to make it a bit more useful. It's kind of our long-range weapon if we don't want to waste precious lever action ammo. Should we grab the rate of fire for that as well? Just handy if we need to bust this out. You don't want to miss this way, because it is your ticket to some good stuff. And it does let you get the jump on these guys, which is worth it. Especially, I'm not sure if you can see it, but that blue guy in the distance. Pretty sure that was the one that had the grenade launcher, which would be a bad time for us. Oh. Oh, we're off to a good start. I'm gonna blame that one. You see that guy just yeet the chair at me? Alright, let's try that again. Cool. Pretty sure I wanted to hit that guy on that. And here's your weapon part, so you definitely want to come this way and get it. I mean, your clue's kind of, you can take the other way, which is the straight path without going through that boarded up side passage. And you would have seen this from there. I think you can actually tech up here if you're good with the kick jumps. But clearly I'm not in a state to be doing that today. We did it the easy way. Just check for some ammo. Kinda sus. Yeah. Streamer looking zesty, streamer looking moist. I didn't even see that grenade TNT bundle go over my shoulder. Oh, hey NPC, welcome, welcome. Don't expect too much from me tonight. I'm still recovering from being sick, and I'm playing like a bit of potato, but it should still be a fun time for all. Oh, it's one of these guys. These guys are annoying. Yeah, I'm not sure if you got a good look at that, but those guys are, they've got armor, and they can be a real pain till you get the sniper rifle. Oh, you got up? Nice. I tried to take a nap earlier to recover for the stream, but I forgot that one of those were there. Tried to take a nap, but it just wasn't happening, sadly. Oh, another research note. The cleanup effort following the failure of the recent imbuement trials has been a massive undertaking. Still, the effects of the imbuement on deceased subjects has been fascinating from a scientific standpoint. Similar to living subjects, the amount of imbuement can directly impact the magnitude of mutation. However, without a living, self-regulating body, the resulting creature is uncontrollable, driven purely by instinct, or maybe fear. Sounds like you got a pretty chill and nice day ahead of you. I honestly didn't do a whole lot today. I was just kind of playing around with the new DeepSeek version 3.1. It's a bit of a mixed bag, honestly. Like, and they're behind on training R2, apparently, because they can't get enough GPUs, and the Huawei GPUs just aren't there yet. Oh, this is behind those boards we saw. We've got tons of ammo. I might actually still pump points into the stand just because it is a DPS beast and it does have a bit of utility, but I also might just save the rest because when we get the grenade launcher we basically want to max it out. It is a monster. What do we got down here? Looks like some zombies, I think. Let's see if we can. Uh-oh. I forgot that they could swim, and I made them all mad. Well, that could have gone better. How are you doing, Karate? Cool. Now, if I recall, the first secret is in here. Yeah, it is. Nice. Nice little health bump. You do have to wonder what the protagonist is doing that with those imbued remains, if you consider the fact that that note that we read kind of says that they mutate living hosts. So, you know, we're just picking up remains and doing what? Like, are we eating them? Are we, you know, doing something else with them? One has to wonder. And here's the second secret, which puts us at 2 more weapon parts already. Very nice. And 2 out of 4 secrets. Yeah. Not many secrets in this one. Painting his face and coating his body like Kratos. I like to think he's maybe just licking them like they're toads or something. Or they're serving a function like the was it the mushrooms in Metal Gear Solid Snake 3, Snake Eater? Where like Snake decides that the mushrooms charge his shit, and that everyone just rolls with it. This guy's just collecting skulls, and it makes him believe that he's gaining more health. Yeah, I heard that coming. Okay, I think... Another one of those big guys. Oh, he just like jumped over my Snake was right there. He was right in that center. Oh yeah, he did the ash thing, didn't he, while he was standing on the base. Yeah. Metal Gear Solid games were a wild ride. Good old Kojimbo. Has a function against Volgan. What do you like? Drop the mushroom and it causes him to spark or something? I don't think I've actually done that in the Volgan fight. Which is surprising because I have played the heck out of Metal Gear Solid 3. It was one of the only games I had on PlayStation 2 at one point. Nope. Pretty sure there is a breakable wall somewhere in here. Ah, there it is, yep. Okay, interesting, interesting. Yeah, I'll probably buy Delta when it's not 120 Australian dollars or whatever it is. It's like, I wouldn't pay that for a brand new game, let alone a remake. That reload upgrade paying off. Already paid for the game 4 to 5 times. Wow. Yeah. Kojimbo roped you in good, didn't he? Yeah, there you go. 2 mags of stock Sten takes out one of those guys. Pretty good. Wow. Can't believe that wasn't enough. I mean, that's cool and all, but I'm still not buying MGS3 for full price. Oh, that went better than expected. For my part, I actually liked most of the Metal Gear Solid games. Didn't really like Metal Gear Survive though, but does that really count? I think we can all agree it probably doesn't. Okay, 3 out of 4 secrets, just one more. Don't think I remember exactly where it is, but I have a rough idea. Oh yeah, I remember this part. More of these assholes. That'll do it. That's a pretty nice PC. It's like slightly better than mine. And 96 gigs really isn't much anymore. Like your average Zoomer on Steam has 32 gigs of RAM nowadays. Like that's the new baseline. If you want to be a real camper, you need at least 64 gigs nowadays. Like I'm going to be rebuilding my PC at so at the end of the year, early next year, and I'm going to have no less than probably 128 gigs of RAM. I'd get 192 with 48 gig DIMMs if I can afford it. Oh, no. Sorry, just taking a sip of tea for my voice. Do not press this plunger unless the outsider makes it into this room. Not the mines themselves or even this lower chamber, but this specific room. It took hours and cost 2 of our brothers their lives to trap that thing. Do not let it out unless absolutely necessary. Yeah, well. We did it, Reddit. Just gonna give this room a once over. But I don't think there's anything else here from memory. I think the next secret is in a later part. So if you guessed that we need to jump on one of these things, you would be correct. Except I'm gonna pick this up. Honestly, NPC, that is the big brain maneuver, because if you become the hardware guy, everyone you know will be wanting your advice on parts or for you to build them their computer or whatever, and it never ends. That has been my life for about 25 years. There we go. We got him. Just in case there was another. don't know if you saw that, but that red cultist just anheroed. He committed honorable Sudoku. So if I recall, we want to get over there. The only question is how do we get back? That part I'm not so sure about. Oh yeah, that is a thing. Oh. That was close. Alright. Vaguely recall that there are some over here as well. Yep, there were. That's kind of cool that they modernized a few things, though. Hopefully not at the cost of the quote-unquote soul. Oh, I see it. There's one of those floaty dudes. There we go. I'm gonna drop a spicy take, and I mean, it was kind of jarring when I first heard Kiefer Sutherland in number 5, but I actually think he did pretty well, and it sort of played into the meta narrative of who Venom was. So. Yeah, see, basically what NPC said is my take. Oh, there you go, that was the last secret. Easy done. Actually wasn't the one I had in mind, but we got there in the end, anyway. Oh, let's see if I can pull this off, shall we? Hey, we did it. Yep. I think that's a grenade launcher, dude. Let's see if we can get the grenade again. Or it might be a machine gunner. No, I'm just kidding. I can hear him. kind of worked. What is this dude? Is this one of the big dudes? I think it is. Got him. I mean the meta narrative in the context of the game, not like, how do I put it? With Venom being what he was, I think it actually worked better that the voice actor was different. I do realize that it was the same for the same VA for the Japanese version. Like, clearly they yeeted hate because of other reasons. I wasn't suggesting that otherwise. Nice. Yeah, I know what you mean. You could do some serious streaming just about Kojimbo and everything alone. For everything you could say positive and negative about the man, he certainly does things his way. It is unique. Those things are incredibly annoying. Another note. Let's... Build journal number 4. I was wrong. This thing isn't a pyramid scheme, it's a goddamn cult. Mr. Sullivan said Satanists, but this, I think, is different. I went to the camping trip. It seemed pretty normal at first, but as the night went on, the sales pitch started to get real strange. We went from talking about baseball and the weather to sitting through a sermon about how we were different, special, elite, chosen. This wasn't your typical Sunday morning holier than thou. This was the kind of stuff that starts wars. Then the robes came out. I guess I'm in it now. Vibing to the Soma jams. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how some of these sort of remix versions I've done came out. This one goes kind of hard, and frankly the version of Impact that I sort of resurrected and rebuilt is so has become a favorite. I think I salvaged that pretty well. I think you're absolutely 110% correct in that take, NPC, and you see this as a pretty common pattern. It's like, what was his name? It's one of the LucasArts devs. He made was involved with making Monkey Island, and I think he went on to do Psychonauts and stuff. But basically, the corporate chain is actually what reined in his creativity to be the ability to ship a functional product in the end, instead of releasing bullshit like Massive Chalice or whatever. Yeah, it's a tale as old as time. In fact, what was it? Yeah, people gave what was his name, Bobby Kotick or whatever, a lot of shit back in the day for how he treated various devs, but then it also turns out he was kind of the influence in basically stopping them from spurging out in their game development and, you know, ship an actual good product. Tim Schafer, yeah, I think that's the one. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed the song. This one, I assume, Wretched. Just 2 more weeks till I release this remixed version. 2 more weeks. Alright, let's get on with the next level. Yeah, I think it was Tim Schafer. Like, he basically turns out to be an absolute potato if left to his own devices, but like, you have someone above to kind of tell him to stop being a moron, and he puts out gold after gold. 2 weeks. Just 2 more weeks. It's nothing at all. The crypts. The crypts. This is a spoopy level. Foreshadowing. The risen dead. Steel yourselves, brothers. The soulless corpses that have overtaken the mines have made their way up into the crypts. Oh, sorry. Made their way into the crypts as well. They may be imbued with the same flesh as us, but they do not follow the will. Which is some more foreshadowing there. I think we'll probably sit on our parts for now, because it would be nice to max out the grenade launcher as soon as we get it. Oh, this is fantastic. But at least we get a lantern now. There are tripwires introduced in this level. I can't remember if we can... Oh yeah, we can. We can disarm them and take the dynamite, which is nice. Almost walked into that one. Okay. Let's read the next research note, shall we? The uncovery of the burial vault of the original Covenant has led to some incredible discoveries about the imbuement process. These remains seem to be of members that were imbued before death, and though their physical bodies have decayed, the imbuement lingers, binding the bones together, but not physically. Perhaps the very marrow in the bones is imbued now, but either way, some invisible phenomenon binds the bones together. Could this be the first documented case of a form of telekinesis? Interessante. I think we perhaps want to get up to on top of one of these, or behind one of these. I could have sworn there was a secret around here somewhere. Um, remember something to do with a coffin. Maybe I'm in the wrong room. Alright. We need a key. There are 6 secrets in this, so see how we go. Yeah, I remember. I remember all the bullshit here. I do. Well, we want that. Oh, there is one. I feel like we should be able to get that. It's alright, we'll be coming back here anyway, so I'll figure it out when we get back. Did we read this one? Yeah, we did. Sorry. Alright. I think this stairwell's the only way. Yeah, I remember the water area. That water area is no bueno. Sneaky. Okay. Checkpoint, that means we probably need to go back this way. Or not. No, you completed Butcher's Creek. You managed to get the whole way through. I wish I could have stayed for more of that. The game was pretty fun. Shame you couldn't get Condemned working. Condemned would be swell. Another pile of bodies. Nice. I could have gotten a whole lot worse. Think you'll give Condemned another try? Or do you reckon you'll just write it off completely? I vaguely recall this room being a trap, but let's go for it anyway. I also vaguely recall there being... Yeah, hopefully you can make it work. I imagine the banter for Condemned would be pretty fantastic. Ah, there it is. I knew there was something. 2 out of 6. I think that's where we want to go. So we'll just double back and go to that other side room we saw. This one. Oh. Okay, shortcut. Just quickly go back up, get some more air after that. Grab that other dynamite while we're here, I think. That's a shame. You probably experiment with some of the because I think that's a DirectX 9 game, I want to say. You might be able to experiment with a DirectX wrapper or something and see if that stabilizes a bit. Yeah, there you saw something big. Zombies look so ridiculous when they swim. We were just talking about Condemned Criminal Origins. If you've never played it, you should. I think you can still get it on Steam. Good game. It's probably the best crackhead bopping simulator you can find, frankly. Oh yeah, there's definitely a secret in this part, I remember that much. Oh, that's a lot of zombies. And I remember this secret being a real pain in the ass too. Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh, more zombies. And another one of those spectators. It takes about as much tweaking as the game's own tweakers. Yeah, it really do be like that though. I'm sure it could be done, like, if I recall it's on the same engine as Fear, and I played through Fear and its expansions only a couple years ago yeah, it's that part. On similar hardware to what I have now, so... shouldn't be impossible to get working. Ah, there you are. So hoping to kind of catch him with Splash, but I don't think it worked. The developer knew exactly what he was doing for this part, and it's really effing annoying. Got him. Okay, let's try and get this. I think you can do it from here. I think you can do it from that post, and I think there's also another way up that you can do it by getting over there, but let's just try and keep jump from this post first. Or we won't. Oh, almost got it. It's very tricky. Oh, movies tonight? Cool. What movies you got in mind? Try it slow. Oh. Got it. That is tricky. Okay, nice. Yeah, hopefully I can stop by. Hold on, I think I missed something in the water here. I knew it. I knew it, chat. Just heal up with that. Oh, that's ammo, not health. Okay, whatever. What kind of ammo was it? Oh, it was bullets. Spooky ESP. I mean, I think I mentioned I've played this game through a good several times, and oh yeah, this. Now to get back here. Ooh. Made it. And it's not easy remembering all the things, but I am getting like flashes of deja vu as I play through it that are giving me hints about where I can find things. But I'm not confident that I'll get all the secrets on this one. Totally played this multiple times. I have, and it's actually kind of embarrassing because For how much I played this game, I should probably be better at it. But here we are. Okay. Cultists really like their hulls of bodies. I think we recall where this is, but nice. Got him. So now we basically got to backtrack through all the parts we missed where there's gates and shit to open, and there's going to be skellies everywhere now, so yeah. Now you might recall where that goes. And okay. Should we go there? Let's go back here for now. That was a mistake. Mistakes were made, chat. There we go. That's one of them. Yeah, you saw that right, chat. The skeletons have guns. At least they don't have trumpets. Don't know if my heart could take that one. Yeah, I see one over there. Got him. That guy got me. He got me good. Okay, back here. I think we can... I reckon we could. Ah. I tried. That's the part. Yeah, do. I got myself turned around with all that nonsense. You gotta be kidding me. Good news is the skeletons are pretty squishy. Okay, got everything here. I think it's just that that armory that we saw before now. If I can make my way back to it. Which which is probably the tall ask here. Nice. Hey, there we go. That's the good stuff. Let's have a read. Priest's orders. The order has come down from the High Priest. We are to destroy all of these infested creatures. The flesh we've imbued ourselves with, that gives us strength and binds us to the will, has had an unfortunate side effect when imbued into corpses. The power of the will must have a mind to control it, otherwise it's just a force of chaos lost in our world. Consequences will never be the same, chat. So there is one secret left, and I gotta tell you, I don't really remember where it is. And if it's in all that water bullshit, I'm sorry, I'm just not gonna do it. But I think it might not be. I think it actually might be in this area. At least that's what I'm gonna tell myself. Huh. Quite sure what happened there. Anyway, continue on this area. There's just tons of bullshit in all the side areas. Case in point. Oh, we did get the FG, so we might just hoping that would do a lot more damage than it did. I'm a bit disappointed. Forgot just how much crap they throw at you right here. Some tasty cheese. Got her. Nice. A blasting plunger, eh? Actually forgot what we're supposed to do with that. Okay. Not sure what that is that's moving. Mildly concerning. Ah, well, I guess that's where we use the plunger, but we'll come back to that in a sec. Ah, there he is. Nice. Oh, and I did miss a secret, I think. Retreat! Brothers, these creatures are beyond anything we can handle. Stay out of the lower areas of the crypts, pack up your equipment immediately, and report to the lift in the burial vault. This crypt is a lost cause. There is too much flesh and bone, now infested with the strength of the will. I think they won some stupid prizes after playing stupid games. Alright. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, FAFO, they certainly did. I'm just gonna quickly check what secret I might have missed. Otherwise it's gonna leave me very triggered. Ah, there was, and it's in an underwater part. It is a weapon part, but ah, okay, no, it's not, it's actually not in the water part at all, and I want it because it is something incredibly important, so we're just gonna quickly go back. It's not too far, thankfully. There we go. Wonderful. Yeah, I was pretty sure it wasn't in the water part. I'm so glad it isn't. Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now cooking with gas. What is this? It's a China Lake. It's a pump-action 40mm grenade launcher with a 4-shot magazine, or I can't remember if it's a 3-shot magazine plus 1 in the spout, or 4 in the tube. I don't recall. I don't think the game actually models the mechanics of breaches and magazines, so it's probably 4 in the tube in real life, I would guess. Anyway, that thing rocks. And as soon as we get to a weapon bench, we are going to start maxing it out because it's just too good. This next level's pretty fun. Finally out of bullshit mines and crypts and stuff. There you go. Nice. Nice. I think that deserves a fridge ciggy, as the kids would say. Yeah, that's the stuff. Now you can tell that there's a whole lot of bullshit in this level. Because there's no secrets, 0 kills, and then they throw a whole lot of everything your way. So what does that say, chat? What does that say? I'll tell you what that says. You're in for a boss battle. So here you go, you can actually upgrade the China Lake to Slam Fire, which we are going to want to do. We are going to max this bad boy out. Oh yeah, totally knew that, of course. Of course. Peaceful level, zero enemies, 0 secrets. It's just a walking sim level, clearly. Slam firing is basically when you can keep holding down the trigger and cycling the action of typically a shotgun or something with a pump action mechanism. I don't think that is always true, but that's what it's typically associated with, so I'm not an expert on it. I know a great many things about firearms, but not much about slam firing because I don't have any firearms that could slam fire at all, so... but if I were to hazard a guess, it's because it keeps the firing pin extended, perhaps. So whenever you're cycling the action, the bolt face comes forward with the firing pin already extended, and you can kind of like initiate a next shot as soon as the gun's in battery. Is my guess, but I'd actually have to look it up and refamiliarize myself with it. But yeah, basically allows very rapid fire as fast as you can cycle the pump. So gun go fast. Yeah, basically gun go fast. Let's where is it? Where is it? Ah, here we go. Let's... Yeah. Oh no, so it is 1 in the breach and 3 in the tube. I don't know. Yeah, that's correct, NPC. I was just trying to actually recall the exact mechanism behind why that happens. But yeah, basically if you hold down the trigger and cycle the pump, and it will fire as fast as you cycle the pump. I would love to have... I think a Winchester 1897 is capable of doing that. That would be very nice. How similar is this to a bump stock? I would say it's not similar, because a bump stock is basically a way of making you cycle a semi-automatic trigger faster, so the action still resets between shots. It just gives you basically spring bounce, so you can ride the recoil to fire a semi-automatic action faster. Okay, let's read this note. We'll set aside the gun autism for a moment. Field Journal number 6. Are you still going? One last meeting before we start setting up shop in the new building. This time we were asked to swear allegiance to the group. Shit, I can't keep calling it that. The cult. They've got this doctrine of some kind, a code called the Will, that we're to follow. We seal the deal with drinks, real fancy scotch or something. Who writes like that with apostrophes and shit? I know I said that last stream, but it bothers me. I I pitched mine when they weren't looking. I don't do that stuff anymore. I advised the Sullivans to follow up with the police. This place we're going is way out in the sticks, and I'll probably be gone for a while. I don't think our boy's gonna make it somehow. I'm sorry you don't understand. Scotch is garbage for garbage people. Wow, joins us cold but won't drink scotch. Yeah, I know, get a load of this guy. They don't make him like they used to, chat. Oh. Oh, we're in a church. What could go wrong? The answer is plenty. I think that 0 enemy count is lying, chat. Reen, I agree, he is a pleb of the highest order. Like, no wonder he gets roped into cults and shit. What a potato. I love this thing, man. Wait, toggle grenade type. Yeah, you can do impact or timer. Man, I do remember that now. No, 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 no. Don't do it, bro. Whew. That was tense. Apparently in, so actually I forgot to mention this, the part 2 or chapter 2 or whatever of CULTIC is coming out in less than 2 weeks, so this is probably good timing. We might actually go straight into part 2 when it comes up. But one of the improvements is apparently he's making shields actually kind of useful, which would be a nice change, because they're a bit rubbish. Nice section. Yeah, this section's fun. It is a lot of fun, and we've nearly got all the kills. The only problem is this. What's this, chat? They got a freaking T26E4 super Pershing, I think it is. And apparently it just yeeted itself somehow. I want to see if we can... Wow. I think I shot that dynamite. This song is dope. Yeah, it's a nice song. Wonder what it could mean. I think at this point we kind of just want to they were behind me. It's intimate masochism. Not quite. Oh, we can't save right now. Forgot about that. So I have heard that some people have a bit of trouble with this, but if I recall correctly, as long as we keep oh, this song I made a variation with a different character's voice. Yeah, I did a Neko arc version of this song. But I think some people would prefer to pretend that that doesn't exist. Yeah, that was total. Anyway, from what I recall, as long as you keep moving, it really can't hurt you. Huh, not quite sure what happened there. Okay. So the name of the game is we keep moving. And as long as we keep moving, it pretty well can't hurt us. But if it catches us, we're going to be in a bit of trouble. Wait, that was weird. Twofer. Vaguely recall being able to cheese this guy pretty well. It seems like they might have buffed him a bit, which is probably a good thing, because he was a bit shit before. Well, someone found out. Probably just finish him with the FG42, I think. There we go. Not that hard. Pretty fun section though, pretty fun section. Yeah, you're probably right there, NPC. Although, you know, with people doing what do you call it? Like source code reverse engineering for N64 games nowadays, and getting them to run natively on PC and stuff. I mean, it won't be official, but you might get something. So 6 secrets on this level, and I honestly cannot remember where a single one is. So at this point we're just going to be dumping points into the FG42, and then if we end up with anything left we'll go from there. I might save up for the damage, although the scope is pretty handy. Yeah, we'll save up for the damage, I think. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I might grab that scope after all. Oops. I know of Hybrid Heaven, but I actually don't think I ever played it. Yeah, we got enemy snipers now. You can see them. They go prone. They are a bit nasty. Oh, there you are. Got him. Uh-oh. Ah, there you are. Got him. That sounds bizarre and interesting. Whoops. sounds kind of fun. I might look it up later. That sounds neat. I'm a big fan of, you know, games back in the day that are a bit strange, something different. Like I intend to play Garage on the stream at some point, and Baroque and some other stuff. Sort of things out of left field, so to speak. I heard one of those psychic doodads. No. That could have gone a whole lot better. Ah, yeah. Should we go for it, chat? Do you even need to ask? Oh, we did it. We survived. And we got our first secret. I just wish I could remember where the rest are. That's the problem. Oh, there's two. Getting there. Oh, we're living dangerously, we are. Nice. I honestly feel like I shouldn't have survived that. But I'll take it. Tell you, one of the interesting things I did recently was, I think I mentioned earlier, I've been experimenting with the latest version of DeepSeek, and I think I mentioned on. Oh, should we? Yeah, I've been experimenting with the latest version of DeepSeek, and I think I mentioned previously that a lot of the lyrics for my songs are based on my own lore, and one of the things I like to do is make AI interpret my lyrics, or in some cases I've actually dumped a whole bunch of my lore into a lore book and given it a scenario and just kind of play out some of these stories just to see what happens and where it goes. It's quite interesting. But what's even more interesting is if you take a step back and ask the AI, whatever you're using, to you know, pause the story or take a look at the lyrics that I'm putting in and getting it to do a psychological analysis of me based on what I'm putting in. I'll have to. I think I've got an idea for. I don't know if it'll be an actual YouTube short, but it might just be a short normal video, with a sort of montage of some of these things. It's pretty funny. But, let's read the field journal here. 2 hours of driving to get out of here, and nothing but religious drivel to listen to on the way. Will this, will that. It's like a broken record sometimes. We showed up to our new home, and it's this grimy old holding facility that used to process criminal admissions to the asylum out here. Cozy, right? Seems like a different company had bought the building intending to repurpose it as a kind of waste station for their trucks, but they're long since gone. The thing is, I don't think they left willingly. The truck trailers outside reek, and I know that smell. Have I thought about employing Miku Hatsune to do that? Well, I think I posted enough of Miku's responses to me showing her my song lyrics, and finally making her snap. NPC says, I remember really early AI being fed books and to write its own story, and how much of a fever dream it was when AI was still in very early stages. Yeah, I don't know if anyone listening has ever used, what was it, AI Dungeon? It was one of the sort of very early accessible attempts at LLM, and it was for this sort of purpose, and my goodness, that thing was like barely coherent. It was it was a bad trip. Thinking about it, I should see if they still have that model that they used. I don't know if it's available anymore or not, but if it is, I might fire that up. Although you can kind of emulate it, like if you take any sort of recent-ish model and just dial up the temperature in your samplers to heights, it's actually very effective. In fact, you know, some models, can't remember which off the top of my head, but that you were supposed to actually run them at a fairly low temperature. But if you just completely disregarded that and went balls to the wall and go maximum, I think the maximum on the slider at that time was 2, I want to say, and you think it would become completely incoherent, but it actually was the secret sauce to make it very, very inventive. Very interesting results you could get out of it, and I had a lot of fun with that. I want to say I've already switched that, so... Didn't expect those guys. So literally give the AI as a fear. Pretty much, yeah. Like you're basically loosening its selection parameters for the next token, and if you don't do it right, the AI will like completely skits out, which I've had done happen before. But if you play with it, or if you know what you're doing, or both, you can get coherence out of it, and it becomes very creative and interesting and a lot of fun. And even on the borderline of being unhinged is a lot of fun, especially if you use humorous cards. Like there was some crab card, like it's literally just a crab. And you basically just yeah, it was the other way, dang it. Yeah, you're basically just going on this wild Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas style trip, just with extra violence. Lots and lots of violence. And that's a wild ride, man. Love that crab. And actually, DeepSeek version 3 was really, really good at going absolutely bananas. In fact, one of the reasons why I want to spec up my personal computer so much with a whole bunch of RAM is so that I can run DeepSeek v3 locally, because they've deprecated it on the official API, and you can only get 3.1 now, which is garbage, and I wish they wouldn't do that, because 3.1, while it is very, very good as an agent, and it maintains coherence at a higher context length, the creativity has gone to absolute shit. Now you can remediate that somewhat by filling up its context with and giving it the right system prompt, but it's not the same as v3, and you can't sort of trick it into being the same. It's very sad. Very sad. One of these days, I should curate and edit some of the fiction that I have made from my own lore with the help of AI. There's some pretty interesting stories that came about from it. In fact, Lodestone, actually. Lodestone wouldn't exist. The track off my album Devour a Dark Sun would not exist were it not for one such exercise. The background lore certainly did, but that story in and of itself was a direct result of that sort of collaborative storytelling in my own lore with AI. Yeah, as you probably guessed. Yep. Love. None of that. Yeah, that guy's got a flamethrower. I don't know if he blew himself up or if I hit his tanks, but they do blow up. Actually, I could say the same about Recycled, actually, this song. Funnily enough, the lore of this song was itself recycled. The storyline was actually one that I manually wrote for at least the intro of, and the loose sort of wider story for a sort of choose your own adventure game in Twine, which was half developed and then, like many other things, I never got around to finishing. But I think it was actually in the days of Llama 2. I was running Llama 2 locally, and I actually fed. I took that lore out of Twine and dumped it into Llama 2, and played it out, and it was the result of that actually inspired me writing the lyrics of this track. I really struggle to recall where the secrets are for this. Vaguely recall there being some on the outside of this perimeter though. The goddamn intercom. Someone has been buzzing me on the intercom non-stop, but won't reply when I ask for the passphrase. I'm heading over to the other guard post to investigate. You might recall, we did that on the first level. I think this note might actually not appear unless you do that. Oh, sorry, I forgot to address your request about the Miku chips. I actually need to download one of the Gemma 3 Vision models to do that, because as far as I recall, I don't think DeepSeek 3.1 actually has Vision, so there's a bit of setup for me to do before I can make... You know what, I'm gonna wear that. I deserve that. Kind of funny how the AI arms race has taken shape, particularly if you're an enthusiast like me and run models locally. I remember, if you asked me this time, I forgot we got the... This thing is broken, by the way, and I'll show you how to exploit the heck out of it while we're at it, but as I was saying, the if you asked me this time that last year, I would have been saying, oh man, I wish I had like a gazillion GPUs, or some of the NVIDIA workstation cards, because it was all about the VRAM and stuff. Rest easy, Olga. Yeah, rip in peace. But with the rise of MOE models, now it's all about having, you know, enough GPU for your active expert and the context and everything, and then just a shitload of system RAM. Like, the dream would be to be able to run Kimi K2 locally, but that thing's like a trillion parameter model. You would need a actual terabyte of RAM. Well, quantized, you could do half a terabyte of RAM, but I'm not a huge fan of running low quants because it gives your AI brain damage. Okay? So I'd probably want to have like 768 gigs of system RAM to do that at a reasonable quant. Node launcher might be the ticket here. Okay. Let's see if I can show you why this thing slaps so hard. Oh, almost. No, don't quite have the range. But basically, if you yeah. Most enemies you can kill with a single tap, it's completely broken. Completely broken. Yeah. Absolutely broken. Very close. There we go. And you, as you can see, you can carry an absolute stack of ammo for this thing. A secret, and all you get is one armor shot. Thanks, Obama. Another teddy bear. I think there is a Chiba or something to do with that teddy bear. Now we're looking a bit more healthy. Bust out the old flamethrower thing again, because this thing goes so hard. And you end up with actual, like, tons of ammo for this, so you might as well use it. Don't dead open inside, for anyone who gets the reference. I suppose we'll do the dead inside thing here. The Walking Dead, yeah, you got it, NPC. We need a key. Forgot that we needed a key. I don't remember where the key is. Guess we'll find it eventually. It just makes those guys completely trivial. And a nice hedge maze. NPC says, funny thing that Dead by Daylight added a Walking Dead chapter that only added some characters as survivors and their perks were so OP, the dev turned them off for a bit to fix it. Well, I'm not, like, super up on everything Dead by Daylight, but I don't think that's the last or the first time that balance has been an issue for that game, if I recall. Closure notice. Effective immediately, the Holland Davy Hedge Garden is closed until further notice. As you may have heard, last week a resident got stuck after having their foot go through the ground into a small sinkhole. While the resident was unharmed and the sinkhole appears small, the hedge garden is off limits until the garden staff are able to fill it in. Thank you for understanding. And you can't, you know, just cheese it over the top, as you can see. Yes, the exit is closed too. Yeah, nice little note. Just one, there is a way to get in. Oh yeah, there has to be, because there's loot in there. I just don't remember. Yeah, you too, Whitechapel. Take it easy, you old grandpa. 9 PM, my goodness. Make the stream earlier so you can stay up late and you just end up going to bed early. Shake my head. Yeah, here we go. This looks promising. A pitchfork. I'm sure at least someone out there gets what this is referring to. Blood. Yeah, NPC, you got it again. You're on a roll. Yep, the pitchfork is the starting weapon in Blood, for anyone who's not aware. And it came up last stream because it's one of the inspirations for this game, but I'll say it again if you haven't played Blood before. You should, or maybe you shouldn't, because I'll probably stream it at some point so you can enjoy it then. But Blood is one of my favorite games of all time. I've been playing it since I was a kid. I didn't actually want to do that. I'm used to right-click dropping stuff, and we'll just pretend that didn't happen. Anyway, as soon as I do this thing, it's going to make things happen, so... Yeah, as we discussed last time, Blood definitely does not screw around. Especially on the higher difficulties, my goodness, that game is disgustingly difficult. With all the hit scan enemies and the janky 2.5D game engine that really struggles with anything vertical. It is a very challenging game. Oops, I got turned around. There is, if I recall, a secret in this maze, which is why I'm still here instead of going outside. But it might take a bit of time to find, because my sense of direction is not the best. Or maybe that health was the only thing to get here. Just jump on top and give it a once over. Earlier versions of Blood had a difficulty bug. Yeah, it wasn't it something to do with the saving and reloading? Like if you reloaded it, it would end up on a different difficulty or something like that, despite what you had set. Something to that effect. No, that's where we got the key, I think. We'll just let that one be, I think. Yeah, exactly. It'd tank the difficulty. Which is probably a mercy, you know, given the brutal difficulty of that game. Imagine the smell. Yeah, we'll just save up for the damage, I think. Fuel canister. So if I recall, we gotta go power up a generator. Couldn't have been easy, yep. Certainly couldn't. Alright. I think that's it for the lower level as far as secrets. I think the last secret is some bullshit up here. We'll find out soon enough, I guess. Oh, come on. Yeah. Just yeeted his friend. You know, I've never actually tried to see if you can get up there with some movement tech. I have to wonder. Yeah, I have a faint recollection that the last secret is somewhere on the side of one of these buildings. So broken. Just one tap of this thing. There we go, more ammunition for it. This looks like a candidate. Hey, we got it. Wonderful. 6 for 6. Everything's coming up, Millhouse. Missed some kills somewhere. It must have been in the trenches or something. That's a shame. At least we got all the secrets. Yeah, we're in the spooky asylum now. So, at this point, I am getting pretty tired. And this leaves 3 levels plus, although like the last level, oh no, I suppose the last level counts as a full level. Three levels plus the interlude level, so I think that's actually a good quantity of levels for the next stream when I'm a bit more on deck. And then the following stream we can probably cut straight into chapter 2, so I guess we'll probably call it a day from here, given that I am worn out. So, what should we say farewell to? I'll tell you what, I've got an idea. I'm going to play something that I don't believe I've played on a stream before, so if anyone sticks around, you get a nice little reward of an unreleased song, so there you go. I hope everyone has a wonderful week ahead. Take care, and just a friendly reminder that I did put out a new EP about a week ago, so I'll just drop that link in the chat there. I'll put it in the video description and stuff as well, I think. But, yeah, check me out on Spotify or whatever is your favorite platform, and do the like, share, subscribe thing and all that. It's much appreciated. And we'll get this song queued up and I will leave you be. Take care, everyone.
We're trapped in our doubts. We can't see the clouds between cracks in the stars.